vídeo, tío. ¿Alguien conoce a este tipo?
They hate us. Okay.
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 Okay, it's happening. You might remember me from titles such as The Elbow of Justice, Slap and Kick Man 2, The Reckoning.
Uy, estos vídeos, esto yo lo he visto.
I fought in bars,
Ah, este hombre es un guardaespaldas.
pubs, clubs, funerals, The Ring, christenings, takeaways, garden centres, train stations, Led Zeppelin tribute concert, underwater, outer space, in your mum's house, in your dad's house, yeah, graveyard, yeah, 100%.
Vale, el título del vídeo es Fred, el guardaespaldas, cómo afrontar las amenazas y cuándo defenderse o huir en una situación peligrosa.
100% graveyard. Most of the time,
¿Será un luchador o algo este hombre? ¿No? Con muchos guantes, me veo muchas armas ahí atrás.
because I've had to. Not because I've wanted to. I want to show you how to protect yourself and show the wider world what's really happening.
Pero ¿veis lo que estoy diciendo que he dicho hace un momento? ¿Veis quién son los del odio? ¿Estáis viendo? Mirad las caras. ¿Ves? ¿Veis quién son los del odio? ¿No estáis viendo? ¿Quién son los del odio? Está tan claro, hermanos. No he visto más odio, son de ellos. No hablo de los polebrócolis, sino de la ideología. ¿No estáis viéndolos? Siempre son los mismos. Siempre. Siempre.
I want towns and cities across Europe.
Gracias, Aitor.
In this first episode, we'll analyse some street videos involving my clients Kurt Kaz, Charlie Veach, and DJE Media.
Algunos vídeos callejeros que involucran a mis clientes, Kurt Kass, Charlie V, DJ Media.
We'll also be taking a look at some training videos with my personal friend, bodyguard, and competence instructor Julian Mason. And we'll be analysing the psychology behind antisocial behaviour and what you can do about it. So let's take a look at my most recent trip to the EU where I visited Frankfurt with Kurt Kaz.
Maintain order, Ordnung. Lots of little stores. Hey, bro.
Bro, wait camera, bro.
Why?
Wey, cámara, bro. Ese habla español, ¿eh?
Bro, not for me, صاحبي.
Why? Chill out, chill. Don't walk to the camera. You.
As you can see, this guy has approached us in a really aggressive manner when all we're doing is walking down the street filming.
Es espectacular esto, ¿eh? Es espectacular. No grabes por la calle, tío.
He's clearly trying to provoke an aggressive response from us and does not expect that I'm
Se nos está yendo la puta pinza, ¿eh?
going to lower my tone and talk to him in a totally normal way. This gives him nothing to bounce off and nothing to justify what he wants to do in the future.
Say hello to
You
you.
like MMA?
Yeah, of course.
Very nice, bro.
Yeah, you too.
¡Se ha cagado! ¡Se ha cagado!
Where you from, bro?
England.
Hey, bro.
But you come to me.
In contrast,
¡Se ha cagado! Le ha visto la oreja de brócoli o algo, ¿no?
I could have told him to go and fuck himself, which would have put
¡Se ha cagado, tú! ¿Te gustan las MMA? Y ha hecho...
me and my client in even more danger, escalating the situation further.
So he's saying something to his friends. So a lot of these guys that you see on the street corners are up to no good. Obviously.
¡Se cagó!
I'm not accusing them, but there's a lot of dealers around this area.
When I put my arm out and what
Oye, pues no tiene la oreja de coliflor ni nada, tú. Para que se dé cuenta de que es de las MMA.
Thompson calls the fence, I can get tactile feedback as to what someone's intentions are. If they press forward, I know that I'm in more danger. If they retreat, I know that I'm in less danger. If they hang around, I know that they're looking for an opportunity.
Stay away then. Hello. We're filming. You tell me when we get out of here.
Hey, don't worry. Fine.
Right. As you can see, we can't film.
Don't follow us then.
When I'm in a dangerous situation, my first thought is about my client's safety.
So
That's what it is, exactly.
they do not like the camera, as you can tell, because
no.
we're exposing.
Y es un tío que... Escúchame, miradlo, ¿eh? Miradlo. No tiene pinta de nada. O sea, tú lo ves. ¿Sabes? Sí, bueno, está atlético, claro, pero que no tiene pinta de un tío que te vaya a reventar. ¿Me entiendes?
What's happening here?
When you're presented with the opportunity to leave a dangerous situation, do so.
Oh, almost had a bottle on my head there. We've got to watch our backs, man.
Terrible.
Even the ladies are crazy over here.
Moving back closer to home, we go to Manchester Piccadilly Gardens. This video relates to the Frankfurt video in that the danger isn't always over just because you left the situation.
Este no va a acabar bien, este no va a acabar bien, este no va a acabar bien.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed there is the guy's wearing 2 pairs of pants. He's probably
Lo primero que noté que el tío llevaba 2 pares de
a
pantalones.
shoplifter, but he
Probablemente sea un
could be
ladrón.
concealing something else. It's the middle of summer, so he's probably not cold. He went from not being seen at all into making himself the star of the show.
Ah, vale, que está muy cubierto para ser verano. Y puede llevar un arma, ¿no?
What's up, mate? Chill out. Don't walk aggressive to us, mate. Don't be aggressive. Don't be aggressive, mate.
Why are you filming for then?
Why not? Film.
La que lleva...
The next thing I
La que lleva...
notice is that the guy is clearly drunk by the way he's slurring his words. The second man approaches us with a swagger on him, trying to impose with his body language and make himself look bigger than he is and more intimidating than he is.
We just were filming, mate. We just were filming.
Why are you filming?
Is that what I am, is it? Bit of slander there, yeah?
Being aggressive.
Why? Because I'm filming.
Because you're filming me.
So I'm filming you, that makes me a nonce.
There's no privacy in public, mate. There's no privacy
No
in public.
sense, mate. Making no sense. Job back off, mate.
There's no privacy in public. You're in public.
This is our town, not yours.
Your town.
You gay bastard.
So as these guys have approached me, they've met my invisible psychological barrier, aka the
Cuando se acercaron a mí, se encontraron con mi barrera psicológica invisible,
fence, and
también conocida como la valla,
decided to retreat, which is a
y decidieron retirarse. Hostia, ¿eh?
good thing. However, you can tell they're still sore about it because they're throwing things, so I still got to keep my wits about me, as we'll find out later.
Pero tienen que estar alerta por si le lanzan algo.
You alright, yeah? Go sit down, mate.
Go and sit down.
Yeah, go sit down.
What do you want from the next trip? Roll over.
Do you want?
¿Quieres
It's not going to
ver?
end well, mate. Come on, let's just...
Roll over. Next. Back next.
Pasemos al siguiente punto, fíjate tú.
Back next. Yeah?
Yeah, next.
Oh!
Well, you did it then, didn't you?
Miller.
Yeah, you did.
So the first guy hasn't left just yet, but he also hasn't advanced on me. He's acting unhinged and barking like a dog to try and find a chink in my armor.
Está actuando desquiciado y ladrando como un perro para intentar encontrar una grieta en mi armadura. Fíjate, ¿eh? Ah, es todo psicología, hermanito, ¿eh? Fíjate, esto...
Test my defenses.
Oh, catches. Catches.
That one there, calling me... What did he call me? A nonce and... What else did he call me down there? Gay. Call me gay. What does he...
Les ha tirado una cosa.
Throwing?
Sure.
Even though both guys have now withdrawn from the situation, they're still forced to deal with the fact that they both got embarrassed in public.
Claro, como si se hiciera gozado en público. Guau, me encanta este vídeo, ¿eh?
By yourself, you can go home and not tell anyone, but when you're with your friends, you're both forced to deal with what just happened.
Me está encantando, ¿eh?
Loads of them. Fucking hell, it's rammed. No, loads of them. Piccadilly Gardens. Welcome to Manchester, guys.
Madre mía, Manchester...
In most
Y yo quejándome de Cataluña, tú. Mis muelas.
security or close protection jobs, you do your best to avoid imminent danger. However, vloggers and YouTubers get paid to do this type of work, and I get paid to protect them, so I accept a certain proportion of risk.
Uf.
Alright, you okay?
It's fine.
Dios.
Oh, what the fuck's your problem?
I'm gonna film you now, mate.
Hostia, está otra vez el reventado ese. Otra vez este, está aquí,
Film you
¿no?
now.
Este era el de antes, ¿no?
Go on then.
Mira, los más años que un bosque y ahí está en un muro bebiendo alcohol.
Crazy. Off your head, like it.
Okay, so there's multiple people stood there drinking. There's only me and my client. After having multiple projectiles launched at me, I decided to deploy the umbrella for its intended purpose, which is to dispel liquids away from the person.
See? Works like that, innit? You do that, I'll fucking destroy you. I promise you. I'll smash you. I fucking promise you. Stay back, mate. Stay back.
As the assailants approach my fence, he now gets an even bigger
Cuando los asaltantes se acercan
smile
a
on his
Ibaya,
face because he sees an opportunity
él ahora tiene una sonrisa más grande en su rostro porque ve una oportunidad.
for potentially imminent revenge and feels even more confident because he's with all his mates.
Que sí, que es el de antes, es el de antes, es el de antes. Es el mismo. Toma.
Even though I've previously
A ver. Toma. Se cagó. Mira. Se cagó. Se le fue Laura.
Even though I've previously told him that if you do X, I'll do Y, the guy still decided to advance on me. At this point, as he enters my personal space, I slap him.
Get back from me now, I swear to God.
The original guy has now seen what's just occurred, decided he doesn't have the confidence
Ha ido por una botella,
anymore
Ha ido por una
to
botella.
approach like he previously did, and gone back to the wall to retrieve a glass bottle. In a stressful situation, you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training. So unless I've actually used this umbrella to hit someone before, or trained and practiced with it, I'm going to fumble it.
You're big with the ball now, aren't you? You're big. Put the ball down and do it. Put the ball down and do it. Yeah, there we go. Now we.
Here you can see he's trying to goad me into calling me a pussyo, right? Which means that he wants some sort of response from me, okay? DJ Media gets a lot of shit for this by telling him to put the bottle down and fight like a man, as if he's wanting to see the content and making the situation more dangerous. But he's actually making it much safer, really, because he's encouraged him,
Claro, le ha dicho que lo deje y la ha dejado. La ha cagado ya.
one, to put the weapon away and fight like a man. So he's actually de-escalated the situation, even if it's just by one step.
There we go. Fight like a man.
As you can see, I've just punched and kicked him here. If you get punched in the face and you don't get knocked out, most people feel spurred on to carry on fighting at that point. However, if you get kicked in the leg, or your lungs, or your liver, or your solar plexus, most people, unless you've trained as a fighter, aren't used to having your vehicle's mechanics taken away from you, and it actually takes away your confidence.
Y sigue.
Near me then, don't come near me then. Don't come near me then. Don't come near me then.
Y sigue.
If you decide to kick someone in the body or in the thigh, the odds of them becoming seriously injured go down drastically, which means you're much less likely to be prosecuted and put in jail.
Me está encantando cómo está explicando todo,
So, learn how to kick people.
Toma.
Okay, moving away from Manchester now, we're going to look at the 2008 cultural capital of Europe, Liverpool.
Ahora Liverpool.
Unlike the antisocial behaviour that we previously witnessed, at political protests, things go a bit differently. People will often use smear tactics and shame tactics in order to get the crowd on their side and whip the crowd up in order to just
Fíjate, verdad, que en las manifestaciones lo que usan es desprestigiarte e intentar conseguir apoyo de la gente, ¿no? Con mierdadas.
justify what they want to do to you, because in their
Claro, para justificar lo que hacen.
mind, they believe they're justified, noble and honourable, and don't want to admit to themselves that they want to attack someone they don't like.
Go on, Antifa. Whoa.
The whole point of political protest is to try and attract the greatest amount of attention to your political cause or ideology as possible. Paradoxically, when you stick a camera in their face, these people will try and obscure your vision, wave flags in your face, and stop you filming, even though the footage actually goes out to millions and millions of people, which would, in theory, attract more and more people to your cause. So it actually makes the footage much more entertaining for us and paints you in a much more negative light by doing so. This guy's just threatened me with a bottle of water. I don't know what's in that bottle of water. It could be anything. If anyone makes you feel like you're about to be attacked, that's assault. If I put my face close to yours and make you feel like you're in danger, that's assault.
Whoa.
This guy is
Hostia, le acaba de partir la bandera.
waving a flag in my face, and I knew he wasn't going to stop. He's using it as a means of trying to show dominance over me, so I decided to go to him and reduce the length of his flagpole. Simple. Another thing I'll add is that a lot of people at these protests cover their faces as a means of disassociating their identity from their actions. People feel emboldened when you don't know who they are to do
La gente se malentona cuando no sabe quiénes
something
son.
they wouldn't normally do.
Se cagaron.
As
Y con todos los que son, no se
the crowd
atreven.
responds to me snapping the flagpole, I start to retreat on my toes in a boxer stance. I actually throw a punch here and miss, but
Estoy flipando.
this demonstrates to them that I'm prepared to respond if they attack me, and the crowd decide to back off.
¡Se cagaron!
Good on you, Fred.
In their mind, they're good and I'm evil, and they want a justification for why it's all right to attack me. This specifically applies at political protests.
Madre mía, qué espectáculo, ¿eh?
Thank you. Whoa.
Okay, so we're in a crowd here. I don't really have the
Estamos entre una multitud. Aquí corren peligro, ¿eh?
ability to easily retreat. When someone's in your face shouting, "Don't touch me, Fred, don't touch me, Fred," moving forward, what that's code for is actually, "I'm going to touch you, Fred, I'm about to touch you, Fred." So when someone's making such unhinged statements as that, you can trust
Bueno, es muy bueno porque está explicando todas las situaciones peligrosas o potencialmente peligrosas. Muy bueno.
they can't really be reasoned with.
Y claro, y hay veces que es mejor saber cuándo retirarte, ¿no?
Whoa.
The situation is clearly developing
Y le pega a uno por la espalda. Mira qué traidor este.
Whoa.
Mira este. Como año con un bosque ahí atrás. Mira el traidor. Mira.
The situation
¿Tú te crees?
is clearly developing
Luego se la devuelves y qué.
towards breaking point. What you can't see out of shot is someone actually pushes the guy waving the England flag into a member of the opposing side, causing a mini confrontation. Now, the guy with the megaphone is going to use this to his advantage, or so he thinks, to try and start a confrontation with me.
Este de la gorra va a recibir un... Toma.
Unlike in my previous videos, where I use my fence to determine what people's intentions are, I can't do that here because we're in a crowd, so everyone's in my personal space by default. He's frothing at the mouth, fist clenched, screaming in my face with a megaphone, intent to do me harm, so I elbowed him because that's the shortest available weapon I have to offer, and I follow up with a kick for good luck.
Whoa, what's your elbow, bro? Don't come too close, dude. Don't come too close. Dude, don't come too close, dude.
Over the coming weeks, we're going to be looking at different martial arts styles and how they apply to the ring and self-defense situations. I recently caught up with my friend, personal bodyguard, and combatives instructor Julian Mason. Now, you may not know the difference between combatives and MMA, but he will definitely tell you.
So the difference between combatives and martial art is that combatives were designed for the worst case scenario. It was designed for soldiers going behind enemy lines. So that's where we have a look at lethal application and deadly force. As opposed to martial arts and combat sports that are more for the art and for the sportive platform. Even though the martial arts, you can get all the physical attributes that you need to be a good fighter, the mindset and the psychology is very, very different in the martial art than it is for combatives. Because combatives is to basically fight to the death, fight for your life.
Bueno, aquí se está dando un poco de publi, ¿no? Hostia, qué buen vídeo, tío. Qué bueno, tío. Muy buen vídeo, voy a seguirlo, tío. Fred CPO. Muy buen vídeo, tío.